Hello, and welcome to another exciting adventure in the Bible in 1 year with the preacher's husband. Today, we are going to smash some stuff, shatter some stuff, break stuff into pieces, talk about some gods, drive circles around a wall, and all kinds of other fun stuff. So, we're going through Jeremiah chapter 51 and 52, the last two chapters in Jeremiah. So, tomorrow, we're going to start on Lamentations chapter 1, and we're going to go from verse 1 all the way to chapter 3, verse 36. So, I guess let's get started with this, and we will dig in. Now, right off the bat here, this whole chapter of 51 is the judgment message against Babylon, and it continues in the longest chapter in Jeremiah. And it concludes with a special message to Babylon. Now, the first thing that stood out to me was verses 20 through 23. And, of course, verse 20 here, there's a version here that says, "You are my battle axe and weapon of war. For you I will break the nations in pieces. I will destroy the kingdoms. I will break in pieces the governors and rulers." Okay, in the CSB it says, "You are my war club, my weapons of war. With you I will smash nations, and with you I will bring kingdoms to ruin. With you I will smash the horse and its rider. With you I will smash the chariot and its rider." So the phrase "with you" actually falls 10 times in these verses, kind of like the beat of a drum, if you think about it, the rhythm that this is going, right? But many people see King Cyrus of Persia as this war club or this battle axe, as opposed to it saying that you as an individual are the battle axe. This is basically saying that some people see this as King Cyrus of Persia because he's the one that's going to do all this smashing later on, right? So the verb "will smash" is repeated 9 times, and it's kind of the repetition of this is kind of like the beating of a second battle drum as well. And it reminds me a lot of my favorite superhero. Let me see if I can get this right. My favorite superhero is...
What they want, Hulk smash. What they need, Hulk smash. I will never lose, I'm a beast, Hulk smash. If you want it, Hulk smash. Come and get it.
Yeah. That was kind of fun, I guess. So anyway, we'll move on to the next section of our video today. Now you're looking at your screen now going, who are these weirdos up on the screen? Oh, it's just me down there in the bottom left-hand corner. But these other guys up here, these are gods. And you get to verse 44. It says, "I will punish Bel in Babylon." Well, who is Bel, right? It says, "I will make vomit what he swallowed, make him vomit what he swallowed. The nations will no longer stream to him. Even Babylon's wall will fail." So God's going to destroy 2 things for which Babylon was famous. One is the idol Baal, right? So who is this idol Baal? Well, we actually read about him in chapter 50, verse 2. So here's a little information on Baal. Who's this? Well, Baal actually means Lord, and it was actually the title of a god. It was actually the title of the storm god Enlil, Enlil, the chief god of Nippur. Now later, Baal became the name for Marduk that we talked about previously, and as the major god of Babylon, Marduk was the Babylonian creator god. So that's your hint. Baal is actually the title Lord, but that god that they're referring to is Enlil. So on the left, you're going to see the Babylonian god Enlil. And then in the middle section there, you're going to see the Sumerian, a little different time frame, god Enlil. So different depiction there from Samaria. The bottom right hand corner was just a really interesting statue I saw. I don't have any dates on that one, but that one is attributed to Enlil as well. You can recognize the beard on that one and the beard in the Sumerian picture. The top right picture is pretty much a modern artist's rendition of what Enlil might look like as it goes. So there's your history there. Now the second thing was, of course, the walls. So we have this artist rendition of the ancient city of Babylon, right? So the outer wall was actually 12 feet thick with a lane 23 feet wide between it and the inner wall, which was 21 feet thick. The walls were so thick that several chariots could drive abreast atop of them. Could you imagine riding a chariot on the top of a wall, doing donuts on that thing, riding round in a chariot with this horse dragging you around on top of a wall? That's how big these things were. They said you'd be able to turn one around, have plenty of room, and not have to worry about it. So, and there's a zoom in on the front of the city of Babylon there. That's what those walls were looked at. And of course, the inner that inner wall and the outer wall, and of course the lane in between it there. Now, towers rose from the walls every 60 feet, and outside the walls was a moat-like ditch. And of course, you'll see these boats floating around through it there. It was bricked and filled with water from the Euphrates River. I found that to be an interesting piece of history right there. Now, the last thing on our list here is basically chapter 52. The whole chapter here is basically a shortened form of this material that is found in chapter 39, verse 1 through 10. And then a longer form is found in 2 Kings chapter 24, verses 18 through 25, and which in turn, of course, is condensed in Chronicles. If you look in 2 Chronicles chapter 36, verse 11 through 21. So 4 times we see this same scripture in the Old Testament Bible itself. And those are your references so you can look. So I hope this has touched you. If it has, click the like button, the subscribe button, the follow button, hit that little boxy glove so you can rumble with me on Rumble, and of course turn on your notifications so you can get notified the next time I upload a video, which will be tomorrow, for another episode of the Bible in 1 Year with the Preacher's Husband. But I'll leave you with this: always remember
what they want, Hulk smash. What they need, Hulk smash. I will never lose, I'm a beast, Hulk smash. If you want it, Hulk smash. Come and get it.
Yeah, I'm crazy.